Hi, Richard Friesen here with Rich's Reframes. And today we're going to reframe the difference between equity and equality. This discussion was kicked off by the vice presidential candidate and possibly vice president by saying that there is a difference between equity and equality. And the quote wasn't quite clear, it was a bit confusing. But if I understood it, equality of just treating everybody the same doesn't work because we all start at different places. And therefore, we need to look at equity. That is, equity of outcomes, that we all end up in the same place. Now, this is really lovely, and I could even go for it. So what I suggest is that they pass a proclamation that says everybody should end up with the same equity, regardless of where you start. And they cheer and they have a signing in the White House. Wait a minute. Is that going to work? A proclamation? I wonder how you do that. Oh, maybe you can pass legislation that says everybody has to end up with a similar equity. We all start from different places, but we should end up about the same. So how are you going to do that? You pass the legislation and it's voluntary. Everyone volunteers to end up at the same place. Excellent. Yay, we got it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that might not work. Well, maybe we have to pass legislation to tax really rich people. We have to punish some people. We have to put weights around some people so that everybody ends up in the same place. Maybe if you're really beautiful like me, we have to just figure ourselves. Put weights on some people, tax some people, so we all end up the same place. Now we can pass the legislation, pass all the rules. I know that some people are going to manipulate the rules, so you have to pass more rules. And then some people are going to buy legislators and they're going to get special exemptions. I know. But eventually you get the legislation, you perfect it, and you get it really close enough. But then the question is, who gets to decide how it's done? Who gets to decide what's equity? Are there special exemptions? Well, what happens is, as we have financial equity, we have power inequity. Oh, see that? You can't force outcomes, equity of outcomes, voluntarily. They require force and power. So now we've moved financial inequity to power inequity. There is no way that you can have equity of outcomes without a huge, huge power differential. So we've just transferred financial inequity to power inequity. Now the question is, which would you rather live under? We know from Pew Research that lots of people move up out of different quintiles. People move down different quintiles. Foreigners who come here start driving taxis, and then soon they've got a small business out of their house, and they're moving up, and their sons becomes doctors and lawyers and professionals, and they soon have a family system that generates a lot of wealth. We also have third generation wealthy kids who do drugs and go on vacations to Greece and with fancy yachts and airplanes and fly around the jet sets. And somehow they ruin their parents' and grandparents' businesses and run them into the ground. So we have this tremendous mobility. So would you rather have that and have huge financial inequity or a power inequity? Now, the challenge with power inequity is that power is self-sustaining. Once you have it, you can punish your enemies. You can enforce rules and laws that keep you there. You have information about how everyone is and where they are and how they're being taxed. And you can punish those people who don't like that power inequity. And like most dictators, it's then sustainable through force and power. So the choice is yours. You can have financial inequity with equality of treatment, where everybody has equal treatment but comes out differently and has far greater outcome differentials. Or you can have power inequity. And that power inequity, if you're a good person, the chances are you won't be on the power side. There are certain people, I'm not going to say who, but certain people who are really attracted to power, and they will do whatever they can to get there. And once they get there, they are not going to let it go. So your choice: financial inequity with equality of opportunity, or power inequity. That's your choice. And I hope that, like me, you choose the ability to live your life as you please and have the opportunity to be and to create financial success for yourself. Rich Friesen with Rich's Reframes, and have a most wonderful day.